So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing all of the content that I consume. This is as a Christian, just so you can kind of see what I'm into. So I'm gonna share like my favorite dog first of all, because he's crying so much because he wants to be in the video. I'm gonna be sharing my favorite music, my favorite podcasts, my favorite YouTube channels, my favorite movies and shows and books. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff to get through. And this is just like some of my recommendations. I just thought I'd share this because it would be fun. So we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna start off with the podcast. So I'm subscribed to 4 podcasts. One of them is my church one, and I want to keep my church private because I don't know who's watching this and I don't want any stalkers. So, okay, so these are the 4 podcasts. This one is my church one. This one is Heavenly Ever After. It's this girl, Paige Hannah. She's only had 2 so far, and I'm still like vetting her to see if she's gonna stay, but she just makes podcasts that are really encouraging in my walk with God and just very convicting, and she really pushes you like go all in for God. Then I have this church. This is not a church I go to, so I can share. This is the Pastor Bob Gray. It's a church in Texas, but his sermons are just so good. And then I have the West Coast Baptist, I think that's what it is, West Coast Bible College Chapel podcast. This is a Bible college. I didn't go here, but the sermons are pretty good. So those are the podcasts. Now for music, I have 4 playlists. I use Apple Music, but I buy my music because I do not want ads. Like, you don't have internet, but you still have your music. For starters, some of my favorite albums, before I show the playlist, my 3 favorite albums are Carrie Underwood's My Savior. It's 13 hymns, but they're just so beautiful. Sandra McCracken. Okay, my cousin showed me this girl. I only knew 1 song of her, and then I was like searching her up. Once I let go of secular music, I was searching her up to see if she had more music, and it came up. She has a few albums, but the one that is so good is Psalms. Just so good. And she has other few songs that I like In God's Highway. She has some good ones. The Builder and the Architect, some good ones. Songs from the Valley, she has a song Lover of My Soul, super good. She has some Christmas songs. Yeah, just her voice is beautiful. The way that she organizes the music is beautiful. And then the last one that I really like is Joey and Rory hymns that are important to us. I should play you my favorite song from each, actually. So my favorite song from Psalms, they're all so good, but I would probably say my favorite is My Soul Finds Rest, which is based on Psalm 62. It should not be Nancy. They're all so good. I really like It Is Well With My Soul. Violin. Never my lot, thou hast taught me to say it is well. And then the Carrie Underwood, again, they're all so good. Because He Lives is just a classic, so I'm gonna show you that one. I can face tomorrow because He lives. Okay, this is not a concert. Okay, so I have 4 playlists. So I have songs where I just have basically all my songs, and this is what I'll play like while I'm in the car. If I've already like bombarded my brain with too many sermons for the day, I'll just play music. Then I have my instrumental. This I play while I'm reading my Bible. So I just have a few just classics. It's just classical music. I have some hymns, like instrumental hymns, and just some songs that I really like. My favorite Barbie movie is Princess and the Pauper, and they don't have the actual songs. They just have the instrumental on iTunes. So very sad about that, but I have all of those on there. So those are my instrumentals. And I have my Christmas playlist, of course. And then I have my trampoline, like my exercise. So that's my music. And then, so that's basically it. I have a few Spanish songs actually that I love. This is one of my all-time favorites. It's called Gracias Señor by this lady named Maura. This is like, I never skip this song. If you know Spanish, look the song up. It just talks about like trials and stuff and just thanking God for the trials. So love that. Now, I'm gonna go in with my books because I only own 4 books. I actually used to collect books, and then, you know, I'm a minimalist. And so the 4 books that I kept that I think are like lifelong reads for me, like rereads, are The Hunger Games. Am I learning anything from this? No, but it's definitely one of my favorite movies, and stories. Yeah, this is one of my faves. Jane Eyre is my all-time favorite fiction book. I've only read it once, so I definitely need to reread it. But I read this for a freshman English class, and I was dreading it because it's a signed reading. But I chose it because the name sounded interesting, and this book is crazy. I like it because it shows like the main character and just her growth as a person and her having self-respect, even though she does have like a difficult life. And so I really, really enjoyed that. And it's just so pretty. And these next two books, A Little Princess, one of my favorites. I have a video on my channel about this book actually, so you can go and watch that. But very, very inspirational book and beautifully written. And last one is The Secret Garden by the same author as this girl. And this is about a spoiled little girl. I'm just gonna read the first page so you can see. When Mary Lennox was sent to Misselthwaite Manor to live with her uncle, everybody said she was the most disagreeable looking child ever seen. It was true too. She had a little thin face and a little thin body, thin light hair, and a sour expression. Yeah, it's just about her journey being like a miserable little girl. Her like starting a garden. I've only read this one time too, so I need to read those again. But now I'm gonna go in with the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to. So I'm subscribed to 7 channels, okay? Now I have a little back and forth with YouTube because when I make YouTube videos, so it's kind of hypocritical of me to say that I don't want to watch YouTube, but I get very like overstimulated, and so like I go on YouTube binges where I'll watch YouTube for a long time, and then at the end I'm like, what was the point of that? Like I didn't gain anything from that, because even like the inspirational self-help videos, like even me making this video, like someone will watch it and like what did they gain from it? Like even educational stuff, if you're not applying it, it's literally a waste of time. So I do go back and forth right now. Like right now I'm taking a YouTube break. I'm not watching YouTube for a week, so just to see, you know, how my brain goes. But regularly these are the people that I'm subscribed to. So first one is Taylor Alessia. Okay, this girl just has such a nice testimony. Well, she went through a lot of stuff, but she makes YouTube videos that like are really well researched, just talking about faith and how the things of this world, like they have an agenda, and I really, really like her videos. Next one is Ryan Trahan. He is for pure entertainment. He just does like challenges, and what keeps me watching, because I think these are like targeted towards children, but what keeps me watching is just he's very, very positive, and I actually started watching his wife first. I don't watch her videos anymore because she makes book videos, and I'm not really a reader anymore, so I don't watch. His wife is Haley Pham, if you're interested in book videos. Then there's Hannah Meloche. This girl, again, pure entertainment. There's 3 girls that I'm subscribed to because they're my age, and so it's kind of like just having in the background someone my age that I can kind of relate to. I can't really relate to these girls actually, but they're just entertaining, and she doesn't really post a lot lately. Then I have Living Minimal, previously known as Kyra Ann. She makes videos on minimalism. I don't consistently watch her videos, not because they're not good, but she kind of has already said all there is to say about minimalism. Something I did learn from her is why she doesn't wear brands, and it's because like when you're wearing a brand, like brand clothing, you're basically doing free advertising for that brand. So I really like her for that. She's very honest. Like she does not take sponsorships because she doesn't want to like advertise clutter. So I really like her for that. Then I have Messy to Mastery. I don't consistently watch her videos either, but she has a few. Well, no, she has good ones. And she just talks about her life, how she used to work in corporate, then she went to be a homemaker, and how she's much happy, and just she talks about videos on her faith and parenting, and all of those videos are super good. Then this is another girl, Meredith Good. She used to be the editor for this girl, Hannah Meloche. She just does vlogs, and again I go back and forth, like why am I watching vlogs? Like these are literally strangers on the internet. Why would I waste my time doing that? But just being honest about who I'm subscribed to. Sorry, my dog is coughing. I think I can kind of relate to her personality. She's a little more like timid than the other YouTubers I watch, and she is a really good editor. Like she has a great career ahead of her in editing. Like, she's very good at editing and just like making like montages and like sentimental stuff. Like, she's good at filmmaking. Then we have Brianna Kay. She is like BFFs with the previous girl, Meredith Good. And she's also best friends with Ryan, the white guy's wife, Haley. So it's like all these YouTubers kind of know each other, and I feel like I'm part of the crew, but they're little strangers to me. So this is weird that I know this much, but she is also my age around, and she makes vlogs same as the other girl, and it's more like filmmaking, like cutesy stuff, and she has a cool personality too. So those are the 7 channels that I'm subscribed to. And then the last thing that I'm gonna go through is the movies that I own, okay? They're in my cute little pouch. So I have a DVD player. I do still watch TV, like on the real TV, but my eventual like goal is to only watch what I have on my DVDs. And so, yeah, I'm trying to stray away from the regular TVs. But I took them out of the boxes, which is not very smart. I should have kept them until I got a CD organizer, but you know, what's done is done. So you're not gonna get the full picture, you're just gonna get the name of the movie. So these are just some of my favorite movies. I'm just gonna go quickly. So Courageous, The Blind Side, Fireproof, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This movie is so good. Go watch it. I wish I had the regular Hunger Games. I don't have the other movies. I only have this one, but I will eventually get the other ones. Then I have the entire season of The Middle. Okay, this is my favorite show ever. It's about a family in the middle of the country on a middle class income. Is that how you say that? They're just so relatable and funny, and I like them. I have this DVD from my first grade year. Back then in my day, the teachers used to make DVDs like a slideshow of photos throughout the year. Cinderella, the live action one. I haven't seen this in years, but I remember a quote from the movie all the time. It says, "Have courage and be kind." Oliver and Company, if you've not watched, this movie was my favorite when I was little. When I watched it again in the past year, I just felt so nostalgic. And Ratatouille, I love a good cooking movie. The Nutcracker Barbie edition. I need to watch this one again. 27 Dresses. I'm going back and forth on this one, okay? I don't know if this is something that I should declutter. There's a few scenes in here that are not appropriate. I'm gonna be honest. But the movie, it's hard to let this one go right now, okay? This is one of my favorite, like, rom-coms. My second grade year DVD, I have the 3 Home Alone movies. And I'm gonna say something very controversial, as I think Home Alone is very overrated. But I'll watch it. You know, it's not a bad movie. It's just overrated for me personally. The Hannah Montana movie. If you know me, you know that it was my dream to be Hannah Montana one day. Princess Protection Program. This is a classic Disney Channel original movie. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. One of my favorites. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think this teaches kids a lesson for sure. Princess and the Pauper. Oops. This is the movie I was talking about that I love the soundtrack, and I have it on my playlist, on my instrumental playlist, but they don't have the actual songs on iTunes, so that makes me sad. But this is one of my favorite movies. I could rewatch this movie like every single day. I would not get tired of it. It is just so beautiful. The soundtrack, I'm singing that like every day. The Lorax, I love this movie. And then the last movie, I actually have not seen it, but it's a movie based on A Little Princess, which is one of my favorite books. So I've yet to see it, and I'm excited to see it. Those are all the movies that I own. A few others that are my favorites that I don't own are, again, the original Hunger Games. Flipped is one of my favorites. Pride and Prejudice 2005. Some movies that I actually decluttered because I definitely felt convicted about them were Gilmore Girls and Twilight. Those were previously some of my favorites, but not anymore. There's a few themes in there that I don't think I would want my future children to watch, so I just got rid of them. Might as well. That's kind of where I'm at with 27 Dresses right now, because I really enjoy the movie, but I know there are some things in there that I would not want my future children to be watching. So that was a lot in a long video, but those are just some stuff that I watch, some media that I consume, entertainment stuff. And I hope you have a good day. I hope you got some ideas, And I hope that you check like your entertainment stuff, you know, like a lot of us just watch whatever Hollywood has to offer without thinking twice about like what we're watching and how it's affecting our spirit and stuff. And I think it's really important to do that. So hope you have a good day, and thanks for watching.